you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a fifth grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
PC Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, PC Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, PC Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact PC Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
To GT Champions Mustang Challenge here on GTC TV. I'm your host Chris, and Pix is here with me, and we are in round number 5 of the Mustang Challenge with only 1 left to go, and we are at the incredibly hot Road Atlanta, and yeah, drivers already seeing like, oh, summertime in Georgia. This is gonna be crazy. But it is it's a super fun track, and we're gonna have a lot of fun here today. We've gone through 4 rounds already at some pretty great tracks, and of course our next round next week we'll talk about later, but it's my favorite track. Not so much for some of the other folks, but hey, Pix got his favorite track in last week when we were at Fuji, which was a wet race with that surprise dry ending. Yeah, you got to go back and watch that one if you missed it, because I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. So hit that subscribe, like, and share for us if you could, and then you can go back and watch it. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, so I'm Chris. I'll be here giving you some play-by-play along with my friend Pix, who is doing all our design and production parts in the back end. Hi, Pix.
Hi, Chris. Hello, everyone.
Noah's got the morning off. I think he was he jumping out of an airplane, or was he wrestling an alligator? I don't know. He was doing something funner than this, I guess. But anyway, so Noah normally here with us. He'll be here this afternoon, and you can check it out when he does his broadcast for the R8 challenge that we'll talk about in a little bit. And of course, Eitan, hello, buddy. I wish I could wave to you on the screen, but I am not screen ready today. But Eitan out there keeping us all I don't know, with whatever we need when we need it, which is pretty great. So thanks, Eitan. Folks, this track is just super fun. Such a great track. It has been used for about every type of racing I can think of. The Petite Le Mans happens here. It's a lot of fun, and a 118.9 by Ross Gunn last year in Advantage. We have one driver in the 119s right now, their last lap. And if you want to take a guess at who you think that was, right? Uh, yeah, so Ollie, so far his best lap is a 119.7. So he's only about a second off from the fastest lap here by professional real race car driver. So I always like to think, Picks, that that 1 second gap is the real life guy is worried about actually dying if he goes off the track and hits something. And that's the 1 second disadvantage to sim racers. But either case. And the track, folks, today is like 130 something degrees right now. It's probably the hottest we've ever seen a track in iRacing. The ambient temperature is only about 88 degrees outside, but it has been cooking that track all morning long. It's high noon on the track as far as the time goes. It's going to be something else. So we'll see how that goes. Gotcha. All right. Well, I can keep talking. I Yep. PC Systems is one of our newer sponsors. Actually, they've been around for a bit now. So appreciate them being on board. They can you can get some help from them if you need their call center assistance. Let them know you sent us, folks. Please, by all means, let people know about our sponsors and where they heard about them, because the more people hear about our sponsors and people talk to the sponsors, the longer they stick around and we keep these awesome things going for everybody. So it'd be pretty awesome. And of course, our global sponsor, Origin Micro, who I was on the phone with the president of the company just yesterday, and for professional reasons. But every time we get together, GT Champions always comes up. He's so intrigued by sim racing and what we're doing, and he's always asking me, he's like, how's it going over there? You guys doing good? Is it, just he loves to see what's going on. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. I was actually working with him on some HP gear that arrived yesterday, and been tinkering around with some new products by HPE and Aruba, and it's a lot of fun. And they send me care packages to let me know kind of what's going on. So it's a lot of fun. Origin Micro, they can help you guys out if you're in my industry, which is telecommunications or networking or computer stuff, IT. You got to go talk to these guys, or tell whoever buys the stuff for the company you work for to go talk to these guys, or talk to me. I don't care. I'll give you them a glowing recommendation. So it'll be plenty fine. Pilot Trek out in the chat. Hello everyone. And yeah, hello to you too. This should get pretty interesting. So here we are with our pro standings after Fuji's last race, man. Picks, I still keep thinking about how awesome the end of that race was. It was pretty great at Fuji. You told me it would be. You told me it would be, and I never listened, but I listened this time. But Tim is out there. Tim leading the points charge. I thought for sure Tim said he wasn't going to be around this weekend, or maybe it was last weekend, but
Yes, I think you mentioned that, yeah.
yeah, he said it was his wife's birthday. But apparently, since drivers cannot drop the last 2 rounds of a season, he's like, if I miss this round, I'm going to lose the championship. So he's got a real shot at holding this together. If he can keep ahead of Tobias, even if Ollie gets ahead of him on the track, he still, I think, is going to be able to pull something off if he can make the last 2 rounds and finish well. But Tobias is not far away. I mean, one wrong move and everything can change, and Tobias could take over the lead. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how it goes. And Birkin's just like, y'all do you. I'll be there when the time comes. And Jordan, Jamie, and Matt leading the top 3 in the Pro-Am standings. Jordan has a pretty good shot if he can just make it through. But Jamie Fleming beat him last week. So those two are having a great battle for this championship. Looking forward to watching that move go on. So All right. Hey, the drivers at the grid, I want to go give them a quick little briefing just to remind them of a couple things. Do you guys want to listen in, or Pix, do you want to go over the grid with folks and I'll be quiet? Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, let's go over the grid really quickly because Oli is on pole. Team right behind him. Jordan is our best pro-am. After qualifying, Javi Sierra, Berkin Oz, Lucius, Jamie, Nathan, Patrick, Jarmo are your top 10. Morgan Smith, Tobias Seck, Stephen Saunders, Brandon Devine, Jonah Espe, who's debuting with us, Hanam Du, Jeff Cotterman, Billy Simon, and Corey Vaughn. Nathan Holman is also doing his first race of the season with us. He's raced in the past, but this is the first race of the season for Nathan. So 19 cars today. Very good numbers. So thank you to all the drivers that showed up today. Good luck to everyone, and it's gonna be really interesting in the championship battle because we have a lot going on still. Ollie, team, uh, Jamie, Jordan, and Tobias Ek. Even though I don't see him today, Matthew Hatton. They're all
Oh yeah,
alive
he's
in the
not here.
championship, but Matthew is not here today. So
Yeah, I see that. That's a shame. I was hoping he was going to make it.
yeah,
But I have some interesting news. You'll notice that there's 2 or 3 Luke Mansky racing cars on it. Look in P4 at the car in P4 and look at the livery that car is wearing. It's P4 is wearing a Luke Mansky livery. And do you know who that is? Lucius. Oh, it's Ghost Drivers. Let's go. I love that. Lucius Labinson appears to be a Luke Mansky team driver now.
nice.
So yeah, I noticed that during practice. I was like, wait a minute, that I'm looking at the Luke Mansky livery, and then I don't see Ollie's name on it. And then I look down, I'm like, Lucius. And that's confirmed here in our chat. Luke Mansky says Lucius is now a member of LMRES. That's a it's almost easier to just say Luke Mansky Racing Team.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, that's awesome.
but yeah, but I saw his stuff in there, so that's pretty awesome. Congrats, Luke. That's another fine driver. This is what I love about our community. It's all the drivers are getting these chances to be seen by some of these racing teams that really put a lot of effort into sim racing. So all right, through turns 10A and B, the final chicane, and up under the Fox Bridge. Pace car's going to pull off right about now. And we're going to see Mr. Ollie and Tim on the front. There's the lights, and off they go. Not even to the start-finish line yet. And these guys are going to be at full speed coming into turn 1. How is this going to work out? Tim late on the brakes, trying to keep the outside line up the hill. If he can hold it together, which he cannot, and Ollie squeezes through into first. But look at that battle right there with Javi and all. Wow, there's a bunch of them right there side by side into up into the chicanes, down into the S's they go. And where they stop, nobody knows. I don't know why I said that. It rhymed. Tobias back there fighting that. Who's that in front of him? I didn't catch who was in front of Tobias. I think that was Nathan Hallman, who's back. And Morgan Smith started from the pits, and he's right there with the back of the pack. So not too bad. So off goes Ollie. Tim in second. Javi, what's up, buddy? Our race day rewards winner, running in third with Lucius in fourth. And oh, that's right, Birkin Oz is up there too, running in fourth place. So Patrick Rich is out there. I think he said in during the race, fellas, I'm just going to be like a hockey stick in the way of everybody today. So we'll see how that goes. There's Tobias in seventh, that bright green car, very DG Racing colors. Birkin in his black and orange Mustang, which I love that livery. Like, I'm like, orange, but like it works, right? So, hey, so Pix, what does our track temperature say right now, if you don't mind? It was like 130 degrees and 144 degrees. Holy crap. These guys are their tires are just gonna melt off the car. I don't know how they're doing that. But down into the S's again, lap number 3. No, 2. Lap 2 through the S's. I heard slidey tires. Man, those things are getting the grip. Those tire pressures are going to get high. The tires are going to get hot. I don't know that anybody is not going to take tires on the pit stop. I don't think anyone's going to try to just take the tires the whole way through this track. But everybody's spread out. Oh, something happened in the back there. Somebody just went around. I think Jed Cotterman just slid. Yeah. Oh, that's reminiscent of. Oh, did he tow? He towed. Okay, he must have got some significant damage. We'll go take a look at that in a minute. But there is Birkin being harassed by the Luke Mansky newly minted driver, Mr. Lucius Labinson, and he is right there at the back of this little pack. And of course, already a 2.5-second gap to Ollie. That kid, dude, is insanely fast. His pace is how does he do that? Is it the reaction times of just the young people, or is it just the natural understanding of cars and physics? I don't know what it is, but Ollie's just hands down like one of the best drivers I've seen for a while. And he's consistent, right? So, oh, thought that maybe was going to be a move, but nope. Lucius is holding on. Javi's still up there in third place. But Lucius, he's got a good run right up behind him. Is he going to try to take this into 10? And a little far back for that. That'll be quite the lunge if he tries to do that. So that's not going to happen. But right here, there's going to be a lot of opportunities throughout the race here in turns 10A and B. And then up here, this is going to be the one that kills people. That pit entrance is so hard to get right if you don't know your way around. So should be a lot of fun. Up we go into turn 1 again. Grass flying. This is a track. This is a turn that if you could be brave, you can make up a lot of time, because the challenge is you touch one wheel on the grass on the outside edge, and it just pulls you right off the track. Look at that. Tobias is moving. We're on the phone. We're on the phone with Nathan Allman.
Hello, Nathan. How you doing?
Nathan, tell us about your drive. Sorry, I'm old school. People don't probably do this much anymore, but we used to call radio stations and request songs, and now everybody just listens to Spotify all the time. So, hey, Miss Beauty. Yeah, Nav's out there. He's running up front in the class. Birkin, though, he is right there. And if you look at Birkin, that's the black and orange Mustang right there. In front of him is our Pro-Am leader, Jordan Navarro. So Jordan Navarro running in he's running what? He's running 4th on the track right now. He really wants to be in that pro class next year or next season. Maybe he doesn't.
I'm sure he's just focused on the championship right now, which is been going amazing between him and Jamie.
Yep. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Patrick Rich is showing Lucius a little bit of how High-Pre gets things done in his Mustang. A fellow racer I met lives out in the Seattle area. I got to meet him this spring. That was a lot of fun to meet some people. Oh, look at that. Tobias gets by in turn 1. What did I tell you? If you could be brave in turn 1, right? And he was. Woo. Yeah, Luke, I'm excited. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jonah Espy is around. What's up, Jonah? I do like that livery. It is I love those matte blacks. They're nice. There's our Pro-Am leader right now. I'm really excited about the way the points are stacking up, Picks, because right now there's no way any of the points leaders can miss next week's race at arguably the best track on the planet, Sonoma. And uh-oh.
It's gonna make for a fun race, yeah.
Why are we Ollie? Ollie. Where is that?
Taking a little shortcut.
Yeah, he's taking a little shortcut. That in the S's? No, that's okay. That was turn 10B. That was coming out of the yeah. It's like I got A and that didn't work. That's quite a shortcut. Well, at least he didn't lose any time. I mean, he'll have to drop it. He still has a 3.7 gap over Tim Connolly. I don't even know how this kid does this. How does he do that? I don't understand it. I don't understand. What's that, Pigs?
Well, that you can see there that mistakes can happen even
Yeah.
for the leader. So all even if you're P2 and you're 5, 6, 7 seconds behind, you gotta keep going because anything can happen.
That's true. That's true.
And we saw that last week at Fuji.
Oh, you're right. We sure did. Ollie had that real big mistake going into the pit lane. Okay, this is whoa. Okay. That's Brandon, Nathan, and Jamie Fleming in the mix behind, waiting for those two to make a mistake and capitalize on that. Man, this car is so much fun to watch race. I think we're gonna have to make the Mustang challenge like do you see Jamie? Jamie's like, I'm gonna play follow the leader. Holy mackerel. That's crazy. Track temperature now 146 degrees. It's not gonna cool down with all these guys. There's a move happening right there. And Nathan makes the move and gets around. Oh my goodness. This is what I love, folks. 19 plus cars or 19 cars on the track, even more fun, but it just makes for an exciting race. Jamie Fleming ducking out for a second, thinks better of it. Oh, I think there was something I just heard on the radio from Jordan, and I think he just told Birkin to go ahead and go through so that because he knows he's not fighting him for a spot. Let Birkin go up and fight with his class. That's some smart driving. If you're trying to win a championship and you know the guy behind you that's pressuring you to get by is not in your class, it's like, let him go, right? That's more time for you.
Yeah.
Now let's see. Nathan Hallman, who's the next closest Pro-Am, if I understand that right, is like 5 car positions back there. So Jordan's got a 5 or almost 6 second gap to P2, which is exactly what he needs. And even if he wins this race, he doesn't lock up the championship, and neither does Tim. So this is gonna be exciting. Who's that? Jordan is following. That is Birkin. What? No way. That's Patrick. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, jeez, Louise, Lucius is right there. Jordan is letting these pro drivers through. He's like, I don't want to. What's the cartoon? I don't want to be a burden. I forget the cartoon, but my wife is probably frustrated. She's like, you can remember things from a cartoon, car racing driver numbers, laps they did this and that on. But I send you to the store to get bread and bananas, and you come home with only one of those 2 things. I said, I'm just preparing to be old. I'm just starting younger. I want to be perfect at it when I get into my 70s. If I even make it there.
Come on, you're young.
All right, so
You're young, healthy,
now
and beautiful. Come on.
what's that?
You're young, healthy, and beautiful. Come on. You're gonna make
I
it
thought you
someday.
said I'm junk, heavy, and beautiful. Your accent was like, I was like, oh wow, okay, Pix, I love you too, man.
Of course not.
I kind of, you know what I kind of want to do? I know this is not something we've discussed, but I wouldn't mind having this full-time series on a Sunday, like
Okay.
just the Mustang Challenge, you know, every weekend, you know, and just keep doing it because this car is just, I mean, Ford has been racing the Mustang since the first Mustang ever came out, right? Same with Corvette, right? And I know there's a lot of guys that are Ford haters and there's guys that are Chevy haters. It's part of car culture, right? But I think the drivers really love this car.
Yeah,
And
yeah. And there's also a lot of pros in having a one make. Just keeps the field close, so that's keeping a very competitive series. Of course, it's open setup, so everyone can do a little engineering or research or whatever to help them. But one makes always help things
oh, speaking of interesting, we almost saw Patrick lose the back end of that car on the loud pedal. Lucius is right there. I don't see Lucius just staying here. Either he's going to push him or he's going to make that late break. Now let's see, what does Patrick Rich do? Does he keep the inside? Yeah, he's going to try to defend the inside. Lucius is going to make him draw it out. Oh, he's going to get the ins. Oh, I thought Lucius was going to get his nose in there. Not quite enough time. And we'll have to see if he figures that out another time. But now he's got some pressure from Tobias. Remember, these guys are all battling for championships. And right now, Tobias is running second in the championship. And he wants to stay that way. And the more of these pro cars he passes, the better chance he has. Lucius running up in 6th. Oh no! Nathan Hallman was having a great race and he's put it into the tire wall. Was it just throttle? A little too hot. And there is was that Tim Connolly right in front of him? No, that was Jordan, wasn't it? Was that the number 96 car? What the heck was that car doing? Oh no, that's Jamie Fleming. You're right. Oh, right in front of the guy too. Youts. Billy's here. Hi, Billy. And I don't see his teammate though. What's the other teammate that's got the guy that we're doing the trucks with for a while? I can't think of his name. All of a sudden, it's escaping me because I'm old. Still beautiful, but old. I'll remember it. I can't remember. Happy, healthy, and alive. There we go.
Boom, boom.
There's Pix's significant other in the background. She needs to come say hello.
Hi everyone.
There she is. Hi, you. So that's the woman that keeps Pix a happy man, and that's why he's so good at his graphics. He's just always happy, right?
99% of the time, yes.
There you go. He's less happy when I'm less responsive. That's for sure. All right, Brandon.
How do you say that you've made yourself dependable? How do you say that? Yes.
Depend. Like, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Yeah. Like, we need you. If you're not there, the wheels don't turn the same.
You know what? I feel the same way about you. I was thinking about that this morning when I was when I was eating my breakfast. I was just sitting in the kitchen, and I was like, it is so much fun to do this with you, because between the two of us, we could do so much stuff, but one of us couldn't do this. Like, if something were to ever happen to you, and heaven forbid that would ever happen, I don't even know who or what I would do to make things be so pretty and look so great. And on the other hand, if something would happen to me, the only thing I could think of is like, well, who's going to do the point scoring and talk on the microphone? And I guess host the website, I suppose. But I mean,
so much stuff.
My job's not that hard. Oh, anyway, I'm not sure what's going on, but do you guys see this gap between first and second? I mean, what is going on here? Tim is fast. Tim has been running 120s. His last lap was a 120, right? He was about 0.6 of a second off of Ollie's last time. Ollie's just Ollie and Tim are the only ones running in the 120s right now. And Tim Connolly's best lap was 120.99 something, right? And Ollie just, I don't even know how to describe it, but the guy just has it sorted out. So, wow. Oh, I like this camera parked up here in what is that? I guess that's turn 2 and 3. Well, turn 3, the little chicane. Whoa, no, Ollie, we can't have that. That was a cool camera angle, like a chopper long distance. You need to hold it together, Ollie. Ah, the internet. We can't live with it, and you can't live with it, right? Like, I said that way on purpose, folks, in case you're wondering if I'm losing my mind. SB's out there. I think he's letting the leader know, you can go around me. I'll get out of the way. I think he's going into the pits. Oh yeah, we do have someone going into the pits.
Let's see the difference.
That might be our first one.
Here's Ollie.
Yep.
There's Tim. Not this one.
Not this one. Yeah.
Not this one.
This one's Tim. That's your gap to the leader. That's insane. Tim is probably just like, this really sucks. We need to have an old man league and a young kid league. You have to be this age to ride this ride, kind of thing. Tobias making moves on Patrick. Patrick's like, I don't want to let you have it, but Tobias is like, I don't care. I'm taking it from you. Tobias is in a championship, man. He's got to go.
Yep.
He's running in 5th on the track, actually, in the class. He's got 2 other cars ahead of him before he even gets to Tim. Let's see, what's the gap to Tim right now? It's pretty bad. They're in turns 7 and 8 right now. Yeah. Oof. Has the track temperature gotten any hotter? It's getting warmer in the day. More cars on it. Yep, up it went 3 more degrees. If it gets any hotter, we can go out there and start baking food on the track.
Yeah.
On the track. That's crazy. That is so crazy. Oh my gosh. All right, down into the chicane, turn 10, and cars are flying. But now Javi is giving Birkin just a little something to think about. Look at my very patriotic red, white, and blue in your rear view mirror, or side view mirror.
Those are Puerto Rico colors. Patriotic.
I didn't say. But I think, well, they're Puerto Rican colors, but didn't he say he lives in the United States?
Well, he's Puerto Rican, and he has a Puerto Rican flag on iRacing, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But isn't Puerto Rico part of the United States?
Puerto Rico, yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I wasn't all wrong.
No.
I think the Puerto Rican flag looks like a mixture of the American flag and the Texas state flag put together.
Yeah.
Maybe some Texans went down there and took over Puerto Rico and said, "Be with
Okay,
us."
so look at the track. It's beautiful and warm.
Texas like, shut up, Chris. Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. What are we? Brandon and Lucius.
Yes.
I'm gonna be honest. Luke. I like his comment. He's doing it Dale's way. I like seeing some of your drivers actually in the battles on the track. That's a lot of fun to watch. The instead of just being up front, you know, as the race leader all the time. It's fun to watch some of the drivers showing their stuff in pack races. So it's a lot of fun. Oh, speaking of pack races, folks, Midweek Madness this week was so much fun. Driving the trucks out on Daytona, and I'm telling you, people, you got to get some of that. You got to show up for some of these Midweek Madness events. We do some really interesting combos. One of the combos I told Pix I want to do is GTP cars and F3 or F4 cars, an open wheel and a GT style prototype on the same track. I think that would be fun. But the trucks was so much fun, and it started out with what, like 8 of us is all, and it was so much fun. Half of us were all on chat together and just chatting and talking and having a good time. And I think Pix, you and I probably traded paint more than once, and I know we both went around more than once. In fact, you rolled your truck like end over end instead of side over side. I saw it on my front of my windshield as I was going backwards and sideways through pit lane. I was like, whoa! So it was a lot of fun, folks. You got to show up. It's just a lot of fun. There's no points or anything else. It's just a time for us to get together, have fun as a community. And if you're not part of our Discord, you don't even have to be. You don't have to be. You can come out and race in it all you want. You can come out there and just show up, race, and leave, and never speak a word to anybody. And we're happy to have you there. Or you can join our Discord. You can jump into our chat with us and just have some fun camaraderie with community members. It's a lot of fun. Did we even decide on next week's? I don't think we put the poll out yet on what next week's would be.
Yeah, not yet, but should be up later today.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It's going to be a doozy of a week for me for work, as the boss is going to be out of the country, so I am left in charge of running the whole company while he's gone. I don't see that taking very little of my time. I see that being a pretty busy week. So I'm going to just try to push everything off until the boss gets back and he can fix it. I hear Jordan on the radio talking with somebody. I think he's talking to Patrick Rich and saying, I'm just following you around at this point. he just, like I said, he does not want any trouble. He's running first in his class, which is exactly where he wants to be. And Hannum now. Oh, Hannum Do is here. Wow. Okay, I missed that one. There he is. One of our donators who's donated to the community. We try to keep a running list of who the different people are, and Hannum's on that list, I know. And was he here last week? I don't think so, but his livery looks so familiar. So I know he's been in the series. He's complete. He won one of our races. That's right. So, yeah, he only was here for round 1, and now he's here for round 5. So awesome. It's summertime. We're gonna get guys that can only come a couple of times during the summer. When school starts and all the kids are out of our hair and they're all up in school and they're busy doing homework at night, we don't have to take them to the lakes and to the rivers and to the camping sites and to wherever else you got to take the kids during the summer.
No, here it's the beaches. Always the beaches.
Always the beaches. Nice. My kid is a music nut. He was at their band camp all week, so that was fun. It was very quiet in the house. Usually, which is sad because usually I'm hearing him play his flute or his piccolo and practicing for the Veterans Concert that's going to be coming up in November, and the symphony that he's part of for our city. So yeah, pretty proud of that guy. Also pretty proud of this guy, our championship points leader, sitting in second place. So that's not a bad place to be when Ollie's on the track. He's still leading the championship, so that's really good. And I think who's running in third right now? Birkin and then Javi, right? So there's some fun stuff going on out here on the track, and I don't know where we'll be at the end of this race, but I think I'm just trying to get like the points together. As it goes right now, I think Ollie will move up into third position at least. It depends on where Tobias finishes, if he can get a few more spots. But he's still going to be like 30-ish points away from TJ for the championship. So TJ has to perform this round and the next one if he wants to beat Ollie for this championship. Now, Tim's not earned one of the GT Champions winners coins. He's been trying. And I think after the race is over, we'll figure out what position he has to finish in relative to Ollie in the final round at Sonoma to claim the championship. And I guarantee you, Tim's only thought process will be, where do I have to finish to win this thing? I don't care who's in front or behind me, as long as I finish in this position or better. So I'm excited to give him one. He has been around GT Champions since GT Champions began. And he has won a team championship thing, but he's not won an individual driver championship yet. So here we go. We're on board with Ollie into turn 7 and 8. And these are this right here is the one you gotta be really careful, especially on a hot track, getting on the gas, because that car will slide out on you. Who's Billy Sigmund and Hannah Dew are like on top of each other on this track, it looks like. I'm looking at your timing there on the screen, and they're only just a few feet. Oh, something happened. Billy got a... Oh, they're pitting. Okay, I was like, they're only a couple hundred feet apart from each other. So, Hannum and Brandon have pit, and a few of our folks at the bottom of the board. Whoa! That's Patrick and Lucius right there trading some paint into turn 10. I think Jordan is sitting behind them going, y'all better not screw up my race. So here we go. Patrick and Lucius spending quite a bit of time around each other. They have some lap traffic of, that's Billy, I suppose. That's right there in front of them. Because his teammate, which I can't freaking remember his name. Oh, Patrick trying to stick his nose where it doesn't belong. A little bit aggressive from Patrick. And Corey Vaughn, that's who I was thinking of. That was Corey. Okay. Yeah, well, Corey's not happy about that one, I am sure. Will we see our first incident report of the season? I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Well, I feel like Patrick, if he could have just waited till he got through that corner, he would have a little bit better, yeah. I guess a little bit of patience is in order. Let's see. So right here from where Jordan is right now, just in case you all wanted to know, the leader is 29.5 seconds ahead of the first place Pro-Am driver. That's it's so far. If you look on the map up front, our pro leader is coming out of turn 10 now and down the hill. P9 in the pro class is Steven Saunders. Wait a minute, that's not right. Brandon Devine. He's going to be getting lapped by the leader soon. I mean, that's how fast Ollie's driving. He's driving in the 121s on worn out tires. The cars do have to pit, so you need to remember that that these drivers have to pit because they're not going to make it without. They need the fuel, right? And I'm interested to see how many people actually take the tires when they go in there. I cannot imagine. Let's see, is the track temperature above 147 now? Is it even getting hotter? Oh my gosh. This keeps going. It's almost like it's like hell is coming up through the ground closer and closer to the track. So yeah, 148-degree track temperature. There's a 2-mile-an-hour breeze, which is just nothing. And could you imagine what it would be like in that car? If it in real life with that kind of track temperature?
Yeah.
Now, to me, I would think it would be like the drivers, like the Formula One drivers when they go to Singapore, and they come out of the car just soaking wet because it's so hot. That's what I think it would be like in these cars out there. All right, let's see. What's Jordan's gap? 10 seconds to Steven Saunders. So Steven Saunders, wait, hello. He's here. Steven Saunders hasn't been able to compete at the for the championship points there, but he does love to show up and run with us, one of our UK drivers, and being up in second place, not too bad. And I'll tell you what, just a couple props out to him, just because I can. Just such a great team driver, like participant in a team. Yeah. He's so helpful, and he's such an integral part of that high pre-racing team. He doesn't even have to be the fast guy. It's just sometimes being on a team is just being a team player, and he's really good at doing that. And these two, Patrick Rich and Jordan, they don't participate too much in like some of the team stuff, and like the endurance races and stuff. But Brandon Devine had something just pop up. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked by the car audio and my little flag that popped up on my screen. But yeah, these guys love to race in the GT Champion stuff and other things. And it helps to have, especially for Jordan, it helps to have the support of your family and your friends that are watching. That kind of motivates you to do better. And I like to think that what wife or parents wouldn't want their kid or their husband or boyfriend to do sim racing? Sure, it might take up more time than maybe if you were on a softball team, but you're home, right? You're home all the time. They don't have to worry about where their person is. They know exactly where they are. They're in the other room yelling at all the other guys about how dumb they are about their driving. No, Javi! Was he trying to get into the pits?
Let's see what happened.
Yeah, Brandon Devine said he has to come in. He ran off the track somewhere, and he's got to go in because he has wheel damage. So, see, he's going up through the S's, right? Oh, he just caught a little bit of it. Oh, there's a. I didn't know that there was a. I didn't know there was a road there. Where is it? Is that pit lane? No. Where the heck is he? Why am I not? I can't put my brain around where he is on the track. Yeah, those are the S's. Oh, that's that other version of the course that we never get to race on. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm curious what happened to Brandon though. He had to pit for damage. I think he made contact with somebody. Oh, somebody's on. I think Tobias is caught up to Birkin. Well, I see he went off the track, but I heard him say something he has to pit because he has wheel damage. So I don't think he hit anybody. Maybe somebody hit him. I don't know. It's all right. We'll figure it out. Oh, that might be it. Oh, that'll throw your wheel out of alignment. Oh, so will that. Oh, so will that. Wow. All right. So that was with Jonah Espy, right? I think that's who that was. Interesting. So I don't think that what we're looking at right here, Patrick Rich and Jordan Navarro, this is not a battle for a position, just folks, in case you're curious. I think Jordan is not going to make any effort to try to get around Patrick. There's no reason to, as long as he can maintain that 47-second gap.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that 47-second gap is because I think Billy hit. I think Billy had to pit.
No, Billy hasn't pit yet.
No, he hasn't. No. You're right.
Hannam and Stephen have.
Oh, yeah, and Jamie, too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Billy
That's
has.
weird.
Yeah, Jamie has a 2-second stop, so...
That was a fast repair right there.
So, yeah.
I don't know how you have 8 left-hand tires right before your driver's fantastic.
Yeah, Patrick Rich saying on the radio to his teammate, I don't know how you have any tires back there to keep up with me. Well, Jordan drives really smooth, right? He doesn't overwork the car and make low percentage, moves into places, which helps keeps your tires alive. You're not locking them up into trying to outbrake somebody. But Patrick Rick has people to battle up there with him, so he's going to be making some of those moves. Okay, so did something happen to Tim, or did Birkin just decide to hit the afterburners because this has become a battle for second position? Yeah, I didn't see anything either. But Lucius comes in, the first Luke Mansky racing driver to go into the pits. I'm sure we'll see our race leader in at some point. But this right here, folks, the battle for P2. Now, it doesn't do a lot. I mean, it can do some to the championship points. It doesn't do a lot for if I have it figured out right. It does give Birkin a few extra points to stay ahead of Ollie by passing Tim. So if he gets around Tim, that will get him back into third position in the championship. And Birkin's flashing his lights, trying to say, "Let me by." Do you think Tim will do it? I think not. Now, don't be confused, Tim, folks. I mean, most of you that are watching, know and understand it. Tim's just got the wrong colors on his car. But he is a pro driver, so this is for position. So just making sure you realize that this is not. Wow, Birkin is all over his stuff, man. This is. Okay, here we go. Oh, look at that. I'm sure that Jordan or Patrick were hoping that they could pit without the other, give themselves a little free track for a few. But here we go into their pit boxes.
Hell of an entry.
You guys have got a lot of drivers. You guys, us guys, our guys, their guys, whatever. High Pre has a bunch of drivers in here.
I think I did tap the wall.
And there's Ollie. Now, Luke says Lucius pitting too early. The strategist will be getting fired. Tim Cindric style. Oh, Luke. Luke, I'm sad that you're not actually able to be in the race here. But hey, when sometimes the team owners don't get to race, kind of like sometimes the broadcasters don't get to race as much as we'd like to. Oh, Birkin. Oh, did he get it? Did he get in without crossing pit lane entry? Was it the dotted line? That was close. It was so close. Yeah. We just did this track in Gran Turismo last weekend, and I did the broadcast for it. And a couple of people crossed that pit lane entry and got 3-second time penalties for that. So I'm a little gun shy about people going into pit lane here. Luke says I'd have crashed and quit by now. Well, good thing your drivers aren't doing that, because that's
Hey, Luke should come do midweek madness with us and suggest a combo, track and car combo, and come race with us, bring his guys. That should be fun.
You know what? I bet Luke would love it if we did a Legends cars somewhere.
At Le Mans.
That's awesome. Luke, let's do Legends cars for Midweek Madness this week, and you pick the track, and then we'll do Legends cars. Maybe that's what we can do for Midweek Madness. We don't need a poll. We can sometimes just tell y'all what we're gonna do. But well, if you want to say one of these weeks, this week would be a great one if we do the Legends cars. Wink, wink, honk, honk.
Yeah, there are a few free oval, short ovals, right, that could work for that.
Yep. I've never driven those cars on any kind of road course. I don't think they're really made for that, right? They're made for ovals. I don't know. Luke, you tell me. You guys, you race those things in real life, or you're around that whole scene.
Legends at Tsukuba.
Nice. Or what about it? Centrifugal? Is that what it is?
Oh yeah, as well. Fry was suggesting that, yeah.
That's funny. Well, look at this. Tobias is the race leader at the moment, because he has not pit yet, and neither has actually Jarmo's in the pit. So Tobias is the only one that hasn't pit yet. So once he does, well, Jamie Fleming is going to have to pit again because and same with Brandon. Yeah, they're all going to have to pit again. And there he goes. So Ollie will come around, who is only 8 seconds behind him. There's in the background, you'll see him come flying by, and Ollie will retake the lead of the race. There's Lucius. Why are we looking at Lucius? No! Oh man, Luke's gonna take that out of your paycheck. Don't make it worse. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
It's damaged. That's because of that.
Yeah, he just can't get the car to turn. Oh, Lucius has to tow. Giant disappointment for Lucius. I'm sure he's kicking himself. His maiden race, his first one here, at least as far as we know, and he puts it in the tie barriers. That's a shame. But he's got one more race to do. We've got Sonoma, totally different track, but it's very similar to this one in some of the elevation changes and the turns and whatnot. It'll be a lot of fun. They do run road courses a lot, he says, in those Legends. All right, Luke.
Let's do it.
There we go. We're gonna make that happen. We're gonna make it happen when you can be there. So we don't broadcast those events. It's just fun for everybody. So Pix and I, we get in the cars and we race around with everybody. It's a lot of fun. So there we go. We're gonna do that, Pix. I think we'll do that when Luke can be around because I just make it.
Yeah, and the plan is to broadcast them.
Birkin flashing his lights, getting himself
Woo.
underneath. Tobias says,
No.
"Nice try." Oh, wow.
Yeah.
This is exactly what Tim needs to happen.
Yes.
These two mixing it up. Tim
Yes.
needs to not have them anywhere around. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and Tim had a great pit stop compared to Birkin. 2 seconds faster, and you can see it on track. You can tell he's got some nice gap between them, which he really needed with only 13 minutes to go.
Yep. This is good stuff. This is good points racing. With Tobias where he is right now, he'll still stay in second place, presumably.
Tobias has been doing a great race. Eight spots gained. He doesn't need to break it.
Mm-hmm. It took me a second to remember I needed to breathe because I was trying to figure out what was going on. Oh my goodness. Now Javi, this is for position. Javi and Jarmo.
Yes.
This is about as close as you get on a racetrack for a position. Now Javi was doing a little bit better earlier, and then he had that spin and that off. But these two, Birkin braking a little sooner than I think Tobias was expecting. I saw that jerk in Tobias's car, trying to avoid Jeez Louise. I don't know where Jeez Louise ever came from, but I think I've been saying it my whole life. And you know what? I'm looking around at our top 12 drivers or so. Most of them have very few off tracks, which is good. The drivers have been driving so much better this season. We finally... Oh, I thought somebody was blinking there. They just went off the screen down below. The drivers that we have now are so much better at keeping the races cleaner. And like you said, I think it's because they all have the same mindset. Well, most all of them, of course. People make the mistakes, but they have the mindset of trying to do these races and getting them done cleanly. And I super love that. New Hampshire Roval. Okay, I'm writing it down. That's what the man says he wants to do.
Here's the pass.
Oh, he gets it done.
Wow.
That is a tough place to get an overtake done. That was some real driving right there, I'll tell you what. My goodness. Okay. Well, awesome. So Tobias gets up into third place. That's gonna help out his championship even better. That keeps him ahead of Ollie still for second place in the championship. With my estimated numbers, I'm trying to keep you guys abreast of what's going on up there. Ollie still with a commanding lead. And Luke, make sure your boy doesn't get bored of winning races, so that he sticks around and keeps competing. But you need to bring some of your other aliens over here. What's that guy's name that went? Daniel, maybe? There was another driver he had that was racing here under that banner, and I don't remember. I thought his name was Daniel, but I could be wrong.
I think I'm gonna have to complete Jordan. I can't keep up.
look at this little doozy here, Brandon, and that's Steven Saunders in front of him, and Hannah Dew in front of him. That's going down into the corner there. I heard some chatter on the radio from Hannah. You can see the radio's going. Hannah and Jordan are having a conversation about, you know, I don't think I can keep up with you. I got to remind the drivers to avoid using the radio for normal conversation. So. Just a quick little reminder from race control to avoid the overusage of that radio. Want to let the drivers be able to concentrate. We don't want them turning off their radios. I gotta respond to that one. Oh, so some of our drivers kicking in and doing my job for me. Awesome. I love my job, Pix, and I love doing it with you, and I love doing it with all these drivers. They're just so much fun to have around. One of the drivers said, "How do I know if the guy in front of me is in the class with me or not? Because I can't see his colors." And one of them popped off on the radio and says, "Well, look at their car number. If it's 3 digits, they're Pro-Am. 2 digits, they're pros." Oh, so it works. All right, so who's blinking? Oh. Uh-oh. Ollie's time stopped. It shows red on my screen. Oh, it's back.
It's red because he's a lap ahead of whoever we were following.
Oh, okay. But he's all the way. Okay, that's weird. That makes sense. Okay. But it didn't show his time going. Like it didn't show his speed.
Okay.
And whatnot, which was weird. Oh, Ollie, you just gotta last another 6 minutes, buddy. Just don't breathe on your internet cables. Don't let your family start watching Netflix.
Exactly.
Tell everybody to get off the internet for just 6 more minutes. Whew. Tobias had gotten back around Birkin. Those two battling it back. So Tobias back up into 3rd place. Those two have been going back and forth for a minute. So they keep making the magic happen up there at the front. Ooh. Every time it switches the cameras, I think he's blinking and I freak out a little bit. But look at this, Tim. 3 seconds over Tobias, and he's just got to make this last for 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. That's like 3, maybe 4 laps, depending on when they get across the start-finish line. And if he just doesn't make a mistake and just hold it together, he's going to come home with a 2nd place finish. And remember, we already counted. All of the drop rounds have been counted. So our current point standings that we showed you at the beginning of the race is where everyone is in the points after their drop rounds have been taken out, which is the drop round is their lowest performing round, which could be a DNF or didn't even start the race, like they missed the race, or whatever their lowest performing round is, wherever they got the least amount of points. And so all of the drivers have had their drop rounds calculated. So we are there now. This is it. The last 2 races. And next week, guys, Sonoma. Oh my gosh. I love Sonoma so much. And this car on that track, I think the drivers are going to love it too. And we're doing the NASCAR version of it. It's the shortened one that doesn't have the big loop in the middle. I forget what turns numbers there are, that is, but basically it's like a carousel section of the track. That part's just missing, and then going up the end of the drag strip, that part's missing. So they just go straight up the hill, and then they go all the way to the back of the track, hang a right at nearly full speed, straight across, and then another right and down the hill through the S's and stuff. And it does have the iconic final turn, which is like a horseshoe kind of turn, and there's a lot that happens there. And the only thing to protect you from the inside is giant sand and water barrels. Not your friends, because those do not move in the sim world. So real world, those things will go all over the place, but not in the sim world. They stay right where they are. Billy Simeon running in fourth, about 16, 17 seconds behind Steven Saunders. Now Jordan Navarro, what a race he's having right now. This is a great championship to be having for him for sure. And Hannum Dew is probably saying, hey, I don't mind showing up for a race and getting a second place finish on the podium in my class. That's not too bad. I like that. Let's see, where's Jamie Fleming on track right now? He's in his class. He's running fifth. Okay. So it's not a terrible finish. It's not going to help a lot. But from looking at the finishing positions, if Jordan and Jamie finish right where they are, and I don't know who has the fastest lap, so like I said, these are just estimated numbers. That would only give Jordan a 41-point advantage over Jamie Fleming. So he has to be here next week and has to finish the race. He doesn't have to finish the race ahead of Jamie Fleming. He just has to be ahead of him in the points at the end of the race. And like I said, next week we'll have all that stuff figured out for you guys, and we'll have the battles on screen of who and how they have to finish and where they got to finish to make it all work. But it's still up for grabs in the pro-ams between Jamie Fleming, last season's AM champion, and he got one of them winner's coins. I know Jordan wants one now, so they're duking it out. And there's only a 24-point advantage between TJ and Tobias if they finish the way they're finishing now. But Tim not having the pace that I'm expecting to see, because Tobias is right there now. And this could be the last lap of the race, and I have to do one more, and I guarantee you that car you're right in our face right now is not going to just sit by and let Tim have that spot at the end of this race. A move will be made. That's all I have to say. Hopefully it doesn't come out bad. But does Tim defend here? Is this when Tobias is going to go inside? Yep, Tim goes defensive. He's going to hold him there, and now trying to cut across. Tobias not going to be able to do it. One more lap. This is going to be the white flag lap. Jeez Louise. Tobias is harassing Tim right now. Across the start-finish line, up into turn one. Tim's got to get this one right, because Tobias has to get in there. The leader's 30 seconds. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think. Oh. Wow, Tobias makes the move. That is big, folks. That is really, really big. Getting to that spot is something else for Tobias. So Tobias moves into second place. Birkin is still back there running in fourth. This makes a big difference here. That makes it only a 14-point gap between Tobias and TJ for the championship. Checkered flag, Ollie Schultz, woohoo! comes across first place, not too bad. Second and third, that battle's over. I think Tim has just realized he doesn't have any tires left. Did he take tires? I'm wondering. The pit stops were
Yeah,
the same, basically the same.
no,
they did.
Oh yeah, those two were almost the same. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Well,
were. I don't think they took tires though, because it looks like the other people had from fifth on back had different tires. But Tobias, he gets the job done. Second place. Tim Connolly comes home third. Birkin Oz was battling for those podium spots. He's gonna have to take P4. That's just how that's gonna have to be. Patrick Rich, he's coming across now in fifth. Javi Sierra will be a little ways back there, but Jordan Navarro comes across as the big winner, and there goes Javi Sierra coming across in sixth. Jarmo working his way down for seventh place, but Jamie Fleming came home with a fifth place finish, top five. Billy Sigmund came home in fourth. That might be Billy's best finish that I've seen him have in the race. I'll have to go back and check, but there's Hanamdu P2. Oof.
I had to manage to all the way up and down right now.
Yep.
Right before the line right now. Oh,
Yeah.
over the hill right now.
So I'm a bit newer.
All right,
to this,
folks. I'm gonna go
championship.
pick up.
I got taken out by
I'm gonna go
you
pick
guys
up these
both down
these
and
guys here
dragged
really quick.
in a
Hang
one-on-one
on a
race,
second
so,
while I go find our drivers. I know they're already gonna go there, but we're gonna still. Where's my link? There we go. All right, let's see.
all right. So final positions: Ollie on top of the podium, followed by Tobias and Tim. P4, Birkin Oz, Patrick Rich, with Jordan Navarro winning Pro Am class. Then it's Javi Sierra, Jarmo Sastamoinen, Hanan Du, Stephen Saunders, Brandon Devine, Billy Simon, Jamie Fleming, Lucius Lavansen, Jonah Espy, Corey Vaughn, Morgan Smith, Nathan Holman, and Jet Cotterman, with Tobias Sek gaining 10 positions. So really good race from Tobias. Started P12, and
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
yeah,
What a race. A lot of good battles happening there. All of you watching, appreciate you being there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to be having our little interviews now and talking with these guys. I'm just waiting for them to show up in the room for us. Oh, so much fun. Pix, I love my job.
yeah,
I
yeah.
really
This
do.
is fun. Even not being on track is very enjoyable, and we love to,
Yep.
do this. And shout out to all the guys that showed up today, and one more race to finish the season.
Yeah, they did good. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's see. Well, we have Jordan. Jordan's there. Let's go bring I'm gonna go bring some of these. Oh, my clicky stuff isn't working. Uh-oh. Did I lose you?
Hello.
Is Chris gone?
I don't know.
All right.
don't
So
care.
while he comes back, Jordan, can you tell us about your race? Another win for you.
Yeah, no, I made sure to practice a lot this week, knowing that me and Jamie were battling for the championship, and it was close. Um, Started third on track, and just tried to stay out of every pro's way and not push anything, and mess up my own race and mess up theirs in the process as well.
Yeah. How about that temperature on track? Seemed pretty high from the start, and even escalating throughout the race.
Oh God, this car has never been so loose. I mean, I tried tightening it up as much as I could, but with that track temperature slowly going up and up and up, it was making it so hard to want to push incredibly hard, because if you did, you were done. You were going to spin out and probably end up in the wall or end up in the grass, and it just made it a lot more difficult than I feel like it should have been.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm back, folks. Sorry about that.
All right, welcome back, Chris.
The internet didn't want me to be there to hear Jordan, but unfortunately I still caught the end of it, so I guess I have to deal with that.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm teasing you.
yeah,
Chris.
told us about his race, temperature on the track, and Jordan, we saw you take the lead, and then it seemed like you didn't want to get into much trouble with the pro cars around you. So, were you just saying like, you go, you go, you go?
Yeah, I mean, and I didn't want to hold up their race or anything like that. And I know that some of them are fighting for championships, and me leading this championship in the pro am, I didn't want to chance anything going wrong. I didn't want to burn up my tires too much trying to fight with them, and we're racing different races. So I just figured I'd let them go by after running a couple of laps with the top two guys, and just try to take it as easy as I could and hold on to the lead.
You did pretty good, man. That was a fun race to watch. You had a pretty sizable gap to P2, and I know there were some pucker moments there on the track. I'll just leave it at that, but that was a great race, man. Congratulations, dude. That was awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
You have not, according to my numbers, sealed the championship, so you must compete next weekend. Uh, we'll once the points come out, then we'll know, where you'll lie and where you have to finish to win the championship. But I'm super excited to send a coin to someone in the United States for a change. That's going to be super nice. $4 instead of $24.
Oh,
Not that
you
it
know what?
matters.
It's gonna be nice to receive that coin too. I feel like it's a little overdue. I've been pushing a lot harder than I have in the past, and I know you guys used to do those GTC placards, and I always wanted one of those. But I'll be more than happy taking the coin after next week if I can hold on to it at my home track.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. And maybe what I'll do is, instead of mailing it to you, I'll find a way to get some a work project done in the area, and I'll hand deliver it to you.
Good
There we go.
idea.
I like that. That's a good idea. I like that.
Yeah, and then maybe I'll find my way over to Alabama and hand deliver one to Tim. But I don't know. We'll talk about that in a second. But I don't know. I don't even. It's Alabama. I don't have anything out there besides Tim to go
Or,
to.
well, maybe you will have to go to Germany to give it to Tobias, or Poland to give it to Ollie. Everything's still up in the air.
I would love to have to redo my passport and be able to fly out to one of those places.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the GT Champions budget is not big enough to support that. So. Anyway, again, congratulations, buddy. Any shout outs besides your
Thank you.
fiance who was rooting and tooting along for you during the race?
Oh yeah, I got a good support system. They've all sponsored me, from my fiance to my parents, my grandparents, my brother. They've all helped chip in money when either the rig has gone down or just something's gone on, and they've all helped contribute to me racing. And then of course you guys for bringing me on back in Gran Turismo, and then helping me get interested in iRacing, and then coming here and finally winning some races and hopefully a championship.
There you go. Awesome. Well, congrats again, buddy. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. So let's see. Well, we're going to go to TJ, who's going to be next on our list of folks to talk to. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buds. Hey, dudes.
Hey. So race started out pretty good, and then at some point your pace kind of just went away during the last part of the race, and Tobias was able to gain on that. Was that just tires? Was that distraction, or
I was saving tires and fuel in the first stint a little bit, and then I didn't just put enough fuel in the second stint, so I had to back off for 3 laps to make sure
oh, okay,
I
that
would
makes sense.
at least get to the finish line. So I couldn't really attack, and then I also did. It wasn't worth trying to I ran out of fuel before crossing the finish, so it wasn't also kind of worth fighting Tobias. He was coming, and I was saving fuel, and the last thing I want is a last turn incident where I run out of fuel and we both run into each other. Like that's not cool either.
That explains it. I was like, where did that gap go? And then going down the back stretch, you weren't even fighting. You were like way behind him. I'm like, that's weird. But then again, now I know why.
Yeah. I wasn't too sure if people were gonna actually take tires with only like 10 laps to race. So I was like, just take care of your tires, run your own race. Ollie was a half second to 6/10 faster than everybody in practice. So I was like, he's gone. Like he gone. So then it was not even you know your best is gonna be second unless he wrecks, right? So you don't want that for anybody. So just good pit strategy last week was saving tires to have to the end this week, and I should have worried more about the fuel. So whoops. But heck of a race by Tobias, because I think he started pretty far back and had to come through everybody, and so yeah, bravo Tobias on getting the P2.
Yeah.
And of course Ollie for just slapping us like, he's our dad, even though he's like our child.
I was gonna say, wait, I think you got that backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I don't know if it's just pure talent or if it's well, clearly it is, but like if it's the reflexes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what kind of questions that? He just was great today.
Yeah, he just
stinks
basically
every other race. It was awesome today.
Yeah. Awesome.
We're idiots.
Awesome. Well, any shout outs, man?
Yeah, Mrs. Dogs. Tottenham Hotspurs won again. Beat Man City. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So nope. Yep. No, that's it. Fun track. Sonoma's gonna need some seat time, but we'll probably another hot track to finish the season. Yeah, you're gonna lose drivers with 140 track temp. Just saying.
Dude,
bro.
how did that even happen? It was 88 degrees outside. We've seen that in plenty of places, but man, that track temperature just soared.
Sunny day in Hotlanta.
Yeah,
in the summer.
Exactly. Hey, by the way, happy birthday to your wife, man. Is it her birthday today or is that last week?
It's September 6th, bro.
Oh. Okay. I thought you said you weren't gonna. I thought you said you were gonna miss a race because it was.
I thought this was like a 9 or 10 rounder. I didn't realize it was done next week.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I'll be there next week.
I didn't realize there you go.
Yeah. I had it pegged as more races. My bad.
Gotcha. All right. Cool. Congratulations, bud.
Congrats, guys. Congrats, Tobias. Congrats, Ollie. Good job.
All right, Tobias. That's a P2, man. You've had a few of those during your tenure here in GT Champions events, and you had a lot of Mustangs to climb through to get to that position. Tell us a little bit about your race, man.
Definitely was a really fun race today. After learning last week that starting from the pits might not be the best strategy anymore after, I don't know, a couple updates ago, when it puts you 40 seconds behind the field. But just doing like a slow quali lap to be in the middle of the field was the perfect choice. It was so much fun just looking at what people are doing, what kind of lines they're taking, while I'm concurrently trying to learn the track as well. I came into the session, so for us, it's like 65 degrees Celsius. For you, I don't know, you just said 140 freedom units.
148 is what we saw last. But I like that.
Never seen that before in iRacing, so that took a little bit, about half the race to adapt to, while obviously doing my usual stick of just fuel saving like a maniac, and then just enjoying all the battles I had. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, there was a few moments in there where we were like, just like, what's gonna happen? But this track and this car and the weather and everything, that kept a lot of cars near each other, a lot, and there was a lot of opportunities for people to get around people, and you took advantage of pretty much all of the ones that were presented to you. I don't think you waited more than a turn once you got to a car to find a way around them. It was an enjoyable race to watch. So congrats, man.
Yeah, I actually only had one rule: no overtakes into the bus stop, because that's way too easy, right? That's where everybody expects the overtake. So either coming out of the bus stop or into turn one or in the last turn or out of the S's, somewhere where people don't usually expect it, just because it adds a whole nother level of fun.
I'm with you. Okay, well, that's good. Well, awesome. All right. Well, you got any shout outs to oh wait. Oh, Pix has something. Ask him about what? This pass on Tim into turn 7.
Oh, it took Tim into turn 3, right?
Oh no, oh no, that was coming. Oh, that was going into turn 3. You're right. Actually, that was turn 1.
Exactly. Turn 1, I had obviously I didn't have to fuel save just as much as TJ, and I just made sure to take a super wide entry on turn 1. I did switch my rear left tire, so I had a lot more grip coming up that hill as well. So I knew I could put my car next to him coming out of turn 1. Then obviously through the tight turn 3, I was able to not only be on the inside, brake a little deeper, and then just take that position.
Well, it's almost like you know what you're doing out there, bud. So that's that was a good race. You really hustled that last stint to get up there and get to Tim in time. And yeah, just the way it's just how racing is. Sometimes I don't believe that in luck in racing. I believe in preparation. And Pix made a comment.
Then you're talking to the fourth person. I'm definitely not prepared.
No,
I may be preparing the moves like 1 corner ahead of time, but that's about as much preparation as I'm putting into those races, because it's just such a convenient time slot for me. Just jumping in, getting the surprise of figuring out what the hell this car feels like on the track. Sometimes it's whatever, 148 freedom units and track temperature. Sometimes it's just a combination I've never seen before, or it's been several years like Snitterton last week. So definitely brilliant league.
Yeah. The Pix made a comment earlier before we talked to Ollie. He made a comment earlier in the race when I was like, "Oh, Ollie went off the track," and he's like, "Yeah, everybody has to race as if something's going to happen to the car in front of them, because the car behind them is thinking the exact same thing all the way to the end of the field, right? So you race and you race and you race because you never know where you're going to end up, because you never know if somebody throws it off the track, if somebody sends it a little too hard, and you have to capitalize on that. And the only way to capitalize on it is to be there when it happens, right? So
oh yeah.
So that's how you drove your race. Congratulations, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Any shout outs before we move on?
I've got one special one today, to my really good friend, colleague, and business partner, James, who just got really, really brilliant news. He just beat cancer, so shout out to him.
Yeah! Hoo.
Right.
There we go. I love that, man. I don't love the cancer part. Let me make sure I'm clear on that. I love the fact that he beat it. I just had a cousin of mine pass away earlier this year from it, and it's not a great time for anybody. It's just such a rough time. So super happy for your friend, man. Good job.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Hey, Ollie. He does it again.
Hello, guys.
Hey, so hey, you didn't spin out in the pits. You only went off the track once, and you still won the race. Hey, that's a good day.
Yeah, those are my goals for this race. So
I don't want to do what I did last time, and that's a perfectly respectable way to look at your racing. So good job. All right, so how'd it go? It seemed mildly uneventful, except for a little moment where you went out and tried to straighten out some of the sand. But other than that, it seemed to be okay.
yeah, so I had a great start, and yeah, just set some quali laps in the first couple laps, and yeah, I managed to get like 10 seconds in the lead, and then into like the left-right, the last corners, I just like was thinking about what was going to be for dinner and stuff. So I missed my braking point, and I realized I'm like 10 meters behind my braking point. I'm like, what is going on? And then yeah, I'll just go straight through the gravel, get like a 1.5-second penalty, so I had to slow down
Ouch.
a bit. And then yeah, I just try to focus on fuel saving after that. Just yeah, so and there was some back markers that were like give me some trouble as well. So it was not the easiest race at the end, but yeah, just got a bit of gap. So
Well, that's good. So, well, what is for dinner? Did you figure it out?
oh, it's like some Polish soup. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I was
I had
really
stew this
hungry.
week. It was delicious.
And now you're
Now I'm
making me
hungry.
hungry now.
I know. Me too.
Yeah, I forgot to eat dinner before this race, so I was just like so hungry.
There you go. Well, listen, so you get the pole, you get the win, and you get the fastest lap. So max points for the race today. Congrats, dude. Good job.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna ask you really quick about your partner in crime, your newest team driver, Lucius, sporting the Luke Mansky Racing colors today. Had an unfortunate meeting with Barry R, but it was nice to see two of you guys out there. Are you guys practicing together? Are you doing anything like that, or have you guys not gotten to that point again?
I mean, we haven't really talked a lot still, but I'm sure we'll try prepare for the next race together. So that'll be fun.
Have you driven at Sonoma?
No, I've never driven out Sonoma. I tried to put in like a couple practice laps, but I just don't know where the track's going, so it's hard.
Yeah, it's it is a fun track. They race everything there. NASCAR races there too. So, they race the Cup Series and stuff there. And that's my home track. I grew up around that track most of my life, and it's or most of my childhood, I should say. So it's a really fun track, kind of near and dear for me. So I hope you enjoy it there. It's a lot of fun. It's got some challenges, that is for sure, and some great overtaking places. So make sure your brakes are set right because you're gonna need them.
Yeah, let's
That's
hope I
for
don't
sure.
forget to eat dinner yet and for the race. And
There you go. Yeah, make sure you're fueled in your body as well before the race.
yeah,
You're gonna be sweating when that one's over. So, well, congratulations again, man. Any shout outs before we let you go off and have your soup?
yeah, shout out to Luke Mansky Racing Esports. Just a great team. I mean, yeah, now we've got Lucius with us as well, so it's gonna be fun. And yeah, just got a great livery for this race. The top of the car has changed, if you noticed. So
A little bit, maybe. I have to keep track of like 30 different liveries, so it's hard to remember all of them, the little small parts of it, but looks good. Well, all right. Well, congratulations again, man. Good job. Have a good one. We'll talk to you next week, I'm sure.
thank you.
Okay. Bye now. All right. That was fun, Pix. That's
That was
that's a good
fun, yes.
race. I don't know how these guys survived this temperatures. That's insane. I've never seen a track get that hot in iRacing ever. I didn't even know it was possible. I don't even know if they modeled it that high. You know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
do the tires ever get to 300 degrees? I don't know. Oh, well, that was a great track. This Road Atlanta is such a good track. It just has so much stuff, which is a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But next weekend, our final round, Sonoma's NASCAR circuit. And folks, that is not one to be missed. That just has so much that happened. You've got slow corners, mid corners. There's no high speed corners really in there. They'll feel like it, but for the most part, there's only going to be maybe some high speed down the S's, but a lot of this is very throttle and brakey racetrack. They're going to be that left foot driving is going to come in quite handy during that race. So it'll be interesting to see how the drivers pull it off. And the pit entrance is easy to get to, but not easy to navigate. So these drivers are going to have to be real careful. They're going to want those first. I forget how many pit boxes there are on the one side, but it's a two-part pit area, kind of like Bristol, where you have pit boxes on one side and then you got to drive around to the other side to get to the other pit boxes. It's sort of like that here. You don't drive around, it's just you drive through one set, make a turn, and then drive through the next set. So and when you come out on track, you're right in the thick of things. So it's going to be a great track, folks. You do not want to miss it. That is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Albie just needs to show up and do the race. We talked to him Thursday night. He's like, I keep going to YouTube and realize, oh, you guys are live. Dang it, I missed it again. So that's on you, man. We've told you. So get your butt over here and race. So be here next weekend, folks. Hit that like and subscribe. Hit the little bell. That way you know. And hey, then you'll know when we're going live right away, and it'll be awesome. You'll have it figured out. Hey, Pix, you got
Yes,
any
sir.
closing thoughts on our race today?
Just really to thank everyone that showed up. Really thankful. Really good numbers today. So next week, hope to see everyone back for the last race. Have some fun and just enjoy our race with the whole community in GT Champions. I think that's one of the things why drivers are starting to why races are starting to get cleaner, because the guys are starting to get to know each other, and they know who's got pace, they know who's got good safety rating, they know who they need to be careful around, they need they just know. So now that's helping drivers be aware and just have a safer and because of it a more fun race.
Yeah, I agree, and I'm looking forward to it. And I was serious about maybe doing this on a Sunday and making it a more purposeful event, because the way these guys are able to drive these cars and keep them together like that, it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
well, hey Pix, thanks for everything that you do here at GT Champions. It's pretty awesome. And folks, he puts out a lot of pictures, like cool photos and stuff of the events during the week on our social media channels. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, X, Facebook. He takes great care in putting together some really cool images from the races to post out on the socials. So make sure you're following us there, and please like and share those with if you can. The more people that hear about us, the larger pool of drivers we get, and the more viewers that are watching, and the community can grow and be awesome. So thanks to all of you folks. All right, well,
Yes.
Pix, thanks again. Oh, wait,
Yeah,
midweek madness.
Yeah,
Yes.
and if
Go
people
ahead.
are free on Thursday night, come have some fun, and no points involved, just bragging rights and just fun. We're not broadcasting this, but when we start getting uh, 13, 15 people, we can broadcast them. Maybe from Chris' view, maybe from my view. We'll see what we can do, but for now, it's just fun on Thursday night.
There you go. I love that. Love that. All right. Well, I guess that's it for us. Thanks, Pix, again for everything, and Eton and Noah. Looking forward to hearing from you this afternoon, folks. The Audi R8 challenge on Gran Turismo is going to be at Autopolis out there in Japan. That's going to be on today in about 5 hours or so, 5 hours 20 minutes roughly. And you can watch that race unfold. Championship's really tight there. Joey Canoli trying to hold it together with Rio and Ando in tow. And after the drop rounds, which will be happening at the end of this round, we'll be able to see kind of where everything's going to shake out. But he's trying to get that first winner's coin for himself, but so is Ando. So we'll see how that goes. But Rio, I always think of that Lightning McQueen thing, but no one thought to see, the rookie. That's Rio showing up and just like climbing up the standings looking for his second championship in a GT Champions event. It's gonna be a lot of fun, folks. So make sure you hit that bell so you know when we go live this afternoon, and you can watch that race at a topple. So it'll be a lot of fun. And of course, a big shout out to our sponsors, Origin Micro and PC Systems, for taking care of us. Origin Micro, our global sponsor here at GT Champions. Tell them that that Chris from GT Champions sent you, or you can just say a guy at GT Champions, or whatever you want to say. Ask for Don. They have a website that you can go to. It's originmicro.com, but they prefer you call them because it lets them make sure that they're finding the right product for you at the right time. And plus, you get to know those guys, and man, they're super helpful. So yeah, get on over there, go check them out, especially if you're in the IT industry. They have all of the stuff, guys. They really do. HP, Aruba Instant On stuff, and they even have the 6000 series Aruba hardware, HPE hardware. I mean, they're big players. It's not something small. It's everything. So go check them out, folks. OriginMicro.com. Tell them sent us, and of course, PC Systems. They're sponsoring the Audi R8 Challenge over in Gran Turismo, and they're one of our sponsors here at GT Champions. Their call center stuff is pretty great, you guys. I'm telling you. I know this not just because I've been using them for so many years, but just the way that they do their business, the way that they communicate with their clients and stuff, it's pretty great. So reach out, talk to Richard or Bill. Richard will likely be the one that you run into, but go visit them at pcsystems.com, and they can help you save some time and money. You don't have to pay a full-time person just to be by a phone that may ring, only 10 times a day, right? At night. So they'll help you out. So thanks, guys, for sponsoring us here. And in fact, like I mentioned, I was talking to Don from Origin, and he's just so excited about this whole thing. He never would have thought that he would have been sponsoring an esports tournament company in his line of work. It was just so out there, and then he's fallen in love with it. He's got a buddy that lives up here in the same town I do, and he's planning a visit. So I'll make sure to clean my office, and I'm putting him in front of the rig, and we're gonna find some people for him to drive around with. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, well, I guess that's it from us. Pix, thanks again for everything. And Aton, also thank you there. Noah, hopefully we'll see you next weekend for the final round at Sonoma. I'm Chris. This was the GTC TV Mustang Challenge at Road Atlanta Round 5. Folks, see you next week for Round 6. Don't miss it. And have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.
PC Systems, your dedicated call center partner. We specialize in live customer support as a service, a 24/7 support center, empowering system integrators, operators, and innovators to execute seamlessly at scale, precisely when and where it matters most. Our TaaS model encompasses infrastructure, technology procurement, and comprehensive implementation and lifecycle support. With 3 decades of industry expertise, PC Systems leads in collaborative solutions across hospitality, multifamily student housing, and healthcare. As your trusted white label support partner, PC Systems operates seamlessly in the background, acting as an extension of your team and brand. Simple pricing and transparent solutions allow us to extend your business reach at scale. Let us accelerate your project execution and provide the service delivery infrastructure to expand your business. Contact PC Systems, your call center partner.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.